Alright everybody, welcome, and today we're going to go over Skyrim leveling guides. Now, I'm not going to go through all of them just because there's quite a few of them, easy ways to level up, simple ways to do things, so we're just going to go over the first few of them. I also haven't gotten the black book necessary to show you the alteration level guide yet. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to start with the conjuration level guide. This one's pretty simple, and honestly, you probably have heard about it. All you need to do is buy a horse or get a horse of some kind. As you can see, I have the unicorn from the anniversary edition. So all you're going to need to do is get the spell Soul Trap, which you can buy from almost any wizard at almost any point, and apparently Serana wants to just like protest my treatment of this unicorn. But all you're going to do is you're just going to cast Soul Trap. You're just going to keep casting Soul Trap over and over. You know, this might not actually work for the unicorn. Yep, you know what? We're gonna change this. We're gonna just go to the Whiterun stables here. I don't know if it works for the unicorn or not, so we're just gonna go to the stables here and buy a horse.
Man like you, suppose so. You've got a deal. It's the one with the saddle.
Alright, so now that we have a horse here, we're just gonna kind of walk him out here. Alright, so now we've got our horse, and we'll just sit here and cast Soul Trap. There. See? Conjuration leveled up to level 40. And rather than just wait for your magic to regen, you just wait for an hour, and then you can just keep doing it over and over again. So that in itself is the first way to level up quickly. Now, if you're focusing or targeting a very specific skill set, like you're trying to make a very specific class in Skyrim, you're not going to want to level up skills that you don't need, because it's going to make it harder to level up the skills that you want. So this is for people who are trying to build a specific class. Next, what we need is a dagger. Now you can use any dagger you want, but the rule of thumb is the more damage, the more experience. So obviously I don't have a very good dagger on hand. So I could either
Alright, let's see what you have.
take the Blade of Woe from Serana here, which is basically the same as an ebony dagger, I believe. I would have to double check. But I'm not going to do that simply because I don't want to deal with the enchantment causing any kind of glitches or issues. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quick travel to Whiterun here. Wait till the morning. And just go buy a random dagger from the blacksmith here. If she doesn't have one, then I'm sure that the one up by the Skyforge will. You can also use a bow for this next one, but I mean, I kind of like the dagger aspect a little bit more.
I ain't done.
Got some good pieces. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
I'm honestly surprised she's got an ebony battle axe. Alright, looks like she doesn't have any, so we'll real quick, we'll just run up and see if we'll find anyone at Skyforge place. Should might as well check the general trader.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. Everything. Take a look.
Sure
I'll take your money, but I'm... Take a look.
I'll go ahead and buy these. Real quick, go through what I have. Cool.
Do come back.
Surprisingly, don't have a bunch of shit that I need to get rid of. Worst case scenario, I suppose we can just loot the secret chest hidden underneath the Skyforge, but... Excuse me.
You know, since Kodlak's funeral, the Skyforge feels more
bit of a cold.
awake. It's always been said that the souls of the heroes of old are what gives Skyforge steel its strength. But I think the Forge knows the greatness of Kodlak's soul. I can't really explain, but it feels like it's young. I'll wager it could now forge metal the likes of which hasn't been seen since eras long forgotten. I'm eager to try.
Alright.
Gods be praised.
Alright, so it looks like we're gonna go with the glass dagger here, because glass is gonna have more than the steel, the Skyforge steel. And the Skyforge steel just has a slight increase of damage. Alright, so we've now got a glass dagger. What we're gonna do is we're gonna actually go up to the Greybeards here in High Hrothgar. Sorry, I'm gonna be a little bit out of frame here for a minute. My feet are cold, so I'm gonna sit on top of them. You know what? I forgot. I got a shift code I gotta use in Tiny Tina's. Alright, so what we want is we want to find a Greybeard here. Perfect. Got a Greybeard here in one of these hallways. You just crouch. You'll want to save just because occasionally they can get kind of angry and, you know, go all shouty on you. And boom. Alright, so now we're sneaking. And we're just gonna take that. And you just keep sitting here and sneaking. He's gonna stand up, because he's offended. But after a moment, he'll sit back down. Most likely. Maybe not. Maybe he's just gonna stand there. Oh no, he got fed up, so he left. But as you can see, that was a really easy way to level up your sneak. Let's see here. What do we want to go with? Let's go with Conjuration. I need to increase my Conjuration. They got some really good Conjuration spells that you can use. Thanks, honey. Appreciate it. So those are the first two quick level options. Another one here, we'll go ahead and we'll make the travel over. I'm not going to be able to get the whole book, all of the black books or whatever by the time. It would take too long for now. So for today, what we're going to do is we're just going to show you how to get there. What you're going to need to do is you're going to go to Windhelm if you haven't been there already. You can use a carriage to travel, or you can walk there yourself. You'll probably discover quite a few nifty locations if you do just decide to walk there yourself. So we're going to go right on over to the open Skyrim over here. This is going to lead us to the docks. Or at least near them, anywho. Alright. Now we need to find...
Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave?
Which one is it?
I'm a lot happier out here on the deck than I am wandering around.
Captain Gallon does the business.
Captain
around
Gallon
here.
does the
I'm
business.
just a
If you're looking for passage to Solstar,
There we go.
too bad. I'm not going back there anymore.
Yes, you are.
It's hard to explain. I remember those people. The next thing I remember was here. There's been something strange going on there. Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back. All right, you have a point. Taking you back to find out who sent them is the least. Besides, maybe you can put a stop to whatever's going on over there.
Excuse me. Alright, so now we got a little cutscene where we travel into Raven Rock here. Gets all fancy about it. Then we got somebody who's gonna come in and yell at you.
This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again. Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
Most people will start this quest line after either getting a piece of Nordic jewelry or after encountering some, what are they called? They're called something cultists, Dragonborn cultists, maybe. And they'll come and talk to you and be like, you're not a real Dragonborn or whatever.
So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions. You picked one of the worst places in Morrowind to do that, but suit yourself. Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Redoran. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws.
The bone mold armor that they use is craftable at this point.
Raven Rock started out as an Imperial settlement. The Empire decided to abandon it, just as my people were first setting foot here. They left the town a shambles. And when House Redoran took over, we turned it around and it became ours.
There's actually a lot of
cool stuff. Even if it's been a struggle to make this island livable, we're proud to call it home.
Alright, well, I'm gonna ignore you because of this.
I was starting to wonder what happened.
We were delayed by bad weather. Before you even asked, yes.
I'm no fan of the sun.
This is a unique ingredient you can get here in Morrowind. It also appears in the Bloodchill Manor. Alright, so this is Solstheim, or however you pronounce it. It's not a huge island, but there is quite a few locations to explore, and it's one of those areas that you have to constantly go around from place to place to place. We're actually going to set our custom marker here real quick. It's not going to be real quick, honestly, but this takes a lot of time and a lot of investment. So if you're short on gold, it's probably not going to be a quest line for you. Alright, we also are definitely going to want to have our spells out because we have these creatures. Ash Spawn. I'm probably going to end up killing this guy if I attempt to use the spell, so let's try Chain Lightning. That'd be a good one. There you go.
Thanks. I wasn't sure I'd make it off this farm alive. I wish I could have said the same for my man here. Some of the Redoran Guard have taken to calling them Ash Spawn. Me, I don't care what they're called. All I know is they're a danger to Raven Rock and they need to be stopped. I was going to search for clues that might lead me to wherever they're coming from. I know it isn't the best place to start, but we know they've been coming from this direction. Besides, I don't feel comfortable leaving Raven Rock behind, and I'd hate to lose any more Redoran Guard. We were searching the farm when the Ash Spawn ambushed us. Have a look around and see if you can turn up anything.
Alright, so when you search the Ash Spawn, you'll notice that they have Spawn Ash, which is an ingredient, Ravaged Stamina. They also tend to have ores. These guys are great for anybody. Oh. Huh. Would you look at that?
Discover anything unusual?
We're gonna go ahead and take the elven arrow as well as all of the bone mold that we've got here. There's also tamara root that you can loot. Not sure why this is. No,
Have you found some? This is strange. The note says it's from General Falks Carius. Well, Carius was the Imperial garrison commander at Fort Frostworth. But he died over 200 years ago when the Red Mountain leveled the place. There's no way he could still be alive. If General Carius is still alive, there must be something keeping him that way. I need you to head out to Fort Frostworth and check it out. I'm going to head back to Raven Rock and prepare the men for further assaults.
Alright, so now that we've got that accomplished, we're going to go ahead and continue on. I don't really want to deal with that. What the? Oh. You can also kill netches for netch leather and netch jelly. You can make some unique armor from it, so it's kind of cool. Oh, we got some more of these guys. Anybody else? Looks like this house burned down, hence the cause of the ash smoke. I really didn't need that. Really didn't want to do that. Mantucks are way too heavy to be carrying around like that. Try it, bro. I will annihilate you. Alright, so this is a location called Bjorn that you'll need to come to.
Damn it. With me? What's the Sorry, I've just had a lot of hawk-faced cowards coming by to mock my efforts. It probably can't hurt to tell you. You look mostly honest. The name's Rollis.
The reason we're talking to this dude is he will give you access to a black book.
I've got a financier
one of the black books of Hermaeus Mora. They will grant you unique abilities once you go through the dungeon required and gain the black book in itself.
But this whole thing is a disaster.
Really?
Quick, let me tell you. You come out of the Northern Ashlands, you don't expect things to go easy, you know. But this was something outside my particular expertise. When I first got to Kolbjorn, you couldn't even see it. Buried in the ash, like most other things on this blasted island. Dug out a pile of the stuff taller than me just to find the barrel. Who knows how much to reach the door? Excavating isn't exactly my specialty. Even if it was, the ash storms fill it in faster than you can dig.
Because they're surrounded. If you could stop.
You think I've got that kind of money? No. I only get paid on delivery. Can't afford to go out of pocket for 1,000 septims on this. Takes money to make money, all that rot. There's a lot of it at the other end. But I can't get there without a little kick to start it off. What? Are you serious? Well, I think I could We can sort out the details of our little arrangement later. But for now, I'll manage the dig if you can manage the coin. Do you have the gold?
Yep, there you go.
I'll head back to Raven Rock and round up some digger. Pleasure doing business with you, partner. I'll see you soon.
Oh, excuse me. Alright, so now we've got that started. This is one of the locations in which you'll get a black book. Another location, I think there's like 4, maybe 5 of them, and they can be found throughout here. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to go through, explore if there's a quest line to follow, which I can go over that at some point later on if anybody's interested, but this is more just to show you the location in Solstheim where you can find some of the black books. Like I said though, can't really do that in a short video of leveling guides. I plan to shorten this video even more so once all of them have been shown, but for now we're just going to leave it as is. I mentioned while doing the Companions Guild, I mentioned this kind of glitch previously, but when you come out here to test your arm against focus, you can pull out destruction spells and just cast your destruction magic at him. And all you do is just sit here and cast destruction while walking around in circles, because he just walks up to you. So that is one way you can level up your destruction rather quickly. Another, it's not so much as glitchy as the other ones, but if you were to get the transmutation, the making money quick spell or quick process that I showed in my video prior, or a prior video, that will show you how to get the transmutation spell. Once you get that, you just collect a crap ton of iron ore, then end up picking up, let's go with 200-300 iron ore that you can then transmute into gold ore. Once you transmute all of those into gold ore, you just sit here and make a bunch of gold rings. Well, once you make all these gold rings, you just get a bunch of soul gems, which you can easily get a weapon or something of that nature that has a soul trap enchantment. And honestly, disenchanting a weapon with a soul trap enchantment is good, because then you can sit here and enchant the soul trap onto your weapon. Now, I personally am not going to enchant the dagger or whatever. I recommend, was it Sneak? I think it was Sneak. Sneak has the most value, I believe. I don't know, the gold making video that I made will give you a much more accurate representation of what you want to do. You just sit here and you just keep going. I wish that it would keep the enchantment and you could like craft and hold and craft multiple, you know. They have that option in Elder Scrolls Online, which is really nice. But for now, you just go and do it individually. You can see here, it's really easy. You can see the experience bar here at the bottom. It goes up by quite a chunk, and that's even at 95. So really, it doesn't take much to max out your enchanting when you do it this way. And this works, the get rich quick scheme essentially with making the gold rings also will level up your smithing quite a bit, and we'll go over that right after this one. So I mean, like, as you can see here, it's barely really been any time, and I've already gotten a level and a half, and it's only been a whole minute to, you know, talk. right quick, we'll go over and just level up to 100 while we're at it. Now, when it comes to legendary skills, I recommend turning the skills legendary, like conjuration and alteration. Oh, I didn't put a soul gem on them. Conjuration and alteration, because they have really easy ways. Like, alteration is one of my favorites once you get the right black book, because you can literally, you get a ability for 1 minute, you can cast as much magic as you want, and it won't cost any magic. So you can sit here and cast the lightning storm spell for a minute straight without using any magic. And here's the interesting thing, as long as they didn't fix it in the Anniversary Edition update, since I haven't gotten it in the Anniversary update, you can activate that ability and then cast telekinesis, where you like pull an item to you and you hold it in the air until your magic runs out. But you can cast that ability and just hold both buttons on your controller to where you're dual casting. Therefore, you know, using more magic and doing it more often will level it up faster. Well, when you do that, you essentially you can maximize your alteration without even having to let go of the buttons. And the reason I say that is because for some reason, oh yeah, I don't have anything for this. For some reason, after activating that ability, you can activate telekinesis or whatever, and then sorry, I keep getting distracted. You can activate telekinesis while that ability is active, and even after the minute has passed, you still won't use any magic, because technically you're still casting the same spell. Oddly enough, it doesn't like reduce your magic for it. I don't know why. It should, theoretically. It does with most other things, but for some reason it just doesn't do it with that one. Alright, so now we've maximized our enchantment here. I was curious if that would go to 101 or not. And we're just gonna put soul gems and extra apparel here that we're not using. We enchanted a lot of gold rings, a lot of silver rings too. Alright, and then we'll go sell all those, but we're also going to get rid of all the soul gems that we currently have that are filled. It's 21 petty. I have quite a few different soul gems, and you never know when you're going to need it, but having a bunch of them is always a good idea. Alright, now we got some mannequins here. We're going to go ahead and put the bone mold armor on these, because I like to collect. I don't know what I'm doing. I like to collect all that stuff. Alright, so that is the enchanting level up guide. What we're going to do now is we're going to go and teleport to one of my other houses, because it's got a smithery right outside, and there's a dragon. Dead before it could even touch the ground. Yeah, so why don't you go deal with them? I'll deal with the dragon. Ebony War Axe, Major Alchemy, that's not bad. Alright, we're not even overburdened either, that's awesome. How are you commit? How are you not dead? Oh, I just fireballed you, my bad. Alright, so now we've got a dragon soul, we'll go ahead and use that. Lastly, I guess Soul Tear and Ice Gold. They're not bad. Alright, so right outside of Whiterun, this is a Tundra homestead that you can get. It's like 7,500 gold to buy. And it's much better equipped than the original Breeze home in Whiterun. It's got its own smithy on the outside, which is really nice. It's got a nice little corundum vein here. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and check here. Let's see, do we have any iron? No, but we have some gold, so we'll get the gold. Oh, I guess Medesi wanted gold too. We do have a bunch of iron ore. Do we have any silver? Yeah. And then we'll put the dragon bones away, as well as the dragon scales. I like to stock up on them just because. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to alteration. This is also a decent way if you don't have the telekinesis spell yet. You can use this to kind of level up your alteration. So it's not a bad way to do it. The only issue is you need enough iron ore to do so. Alright, we'll go ahead and smith a bunch of the... oh, I guess we got enough for some corundum here. And ebony. We got quite a few iron yet, and a few silver. Wait for another hour. Same concept as with the soul trap. And I will go ahead and once I get the black book and have the best alteration option, I will update my video or make another video of leveling guides. Oh, I don't have anywhere that can be transmuted. I wonder how long that was going. Who knows, right? Alright, so now we've got a bunch of gold ore, or gold ingots. Crap, I used all the gold ore. Oh well. Alright, so now we'll go and use the anvil. We'll go to jewelry, and we want to just go with gold ring. Now, the reason we want to do this is because you see down on the bottom right here, our experience bar. It goes up a decent chunk, and it's only one gold ingot. You know, you can use one gold ingot for a gold necklace. Sure, but the gold ring, selling 2 of them is worth more than the gold necklace. And it doesn't require any diamonds or gems of any kind. And you can enchant now 2 different items that can, it makes way more money. But it also levels up your smithing really quickly. Like with just, what was it, 12, 15 different little items there I made enough to level up, what, twice? Well, level up my smithing twice. So that in itself is a really easy way to level up. Now, once upon a time, they had a glitch here in Riften, where if you went to the... Now, if you have, like, the really old base game Skyrim, which is possible, you know. Some people can't upgrade or, you know, can't afford to, or just don't have time to play games, and so they don't get to play it as often as they'd like. You can come into the Blackbriar meadery here.
Your skin's as pale as the snow.
And you can talk to the dude, Ungrian, and
welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar.
Tell me about Maven Blackbriar.
She's an absolute pleasure to work for. In fact, I almost feel guilty accepting pay from her.
And
why, just this last week, I was commenting to my fellow meadery workers just how lucky we are to be working for such a charitable family.
And then all you can do is say, come on, tell me the truth. Get the truth off your chest.
Okay, look, if I'm caught saying anything bad about the meadery or the family, I'm a dead man. I'm the 4th person to work the tasting counter in the last year. The last 3 are at the bottom of Lake Honrik. Just take my advice, and just get out of Riften as soon as you can.
And it used to be that you could just keep clicking and repeating that over and over and over again, and you would get
Come back and
persuasion.
see us again.
But obviously now persuasion is much harder to level up. Not that it's really all that difficult. If you go out and find stuff and just, you know...
This tusk will be perfect for the inlay on... Take a look.
I wonder. No. Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. But if you buy and
Safe
sell
travels,
stuff, you get,
Landstrider.
you know,
Please.
stuff all the time.
Of course.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
I can't take this place anymore. The trees.
Wait, what just happened here?
Oh, thank you.
I think that was part of the quest line for, oh yeah, the Grey Cowl. The Grey Cowl is actually really nice. The only issue with it is you're wanted
Vines
whenever you
bless
wear
your
it. So
kind
like you
heart.
can't wear it in town or anything, or guards will immediately attack you.
Alright.
Buying and selling fine
You gonna
jewelry
buy something?
here.
Everything
Yeah,
I've got on display.
let's
Really?
sell some of those jewels that we made. So 200 gold for the different. Oh, I don't want to sell unenchanted, but 400 for some of the better ones.
Come back when you're ready to spend more gold.
Oh no, it was the blacksmith dead. Unfortunately, this blacksmith is one of the ones that can actually die, and it makes it kind of annoying.
You've been a good friend to me.
Weirdly
That means
enough,
something.
like
Come to see Balaman perform. Smithing's been... The secret is my forge.
you can get a quest line for it.
Well, you will? Thank you. 10 pinches of fire salt should give me all I need to bring this forge back to life.
Alright, well, I guess he
Remember,
won't let
nothing
me
but
buy or
genuine
sell
fire
from him
salts
right
will
now,
do.
but
The forge knows the difference.
thought there was another guy in here. Maybe not. I was gonna try to buy an ore from him, but whatever. But yeah, that used to be one of the level up options here. I'm trying to think if there's any other super easy ones. Honestly, this is kind of a whim. I didn't really have it planned. Y'all good up there? Oh, hi, honey. Hi. Did you wake up from your nap? Hi, baby. Yay. Come here. Did you want to play Skyrim with Daddy again? Oh. Are you looking for your controller? Yeah? Yeah?
I didn't know if you'd want her down here, but I thought you'd want to see her so she would.
Yeah, here. Yeah, we give you your controller. Yeah. You'll grow up to be a gamer. A little nerdy.
She might get hungry here soon.
Are you gonna feed her? Are you gonna feed her? You want me to?
Whenever she's hungry, she might not be hungry yet. It's only been a couple hours since she ate. I'm just saying, within an hour or two, she'll probably be hungry.
Should we get your little seat thing and bring it down so you can stream with Dad? Huh?
You want her a little more?
Yeah, or a little whatever that thing is called. Alright, just make sure to turn it off so that way it's not like playing music directly into the mic. Alright, we're gonna have to move some stuff out of the way so we got room for you. Dad's table is a mess. Sorry about the audio, guys. Alright. What? Are you seeing outside? Yeah, I don't normally have that window open, do I? Alright, Mom's got your chair. Alright, we're gonna set that down for just hold on, I'll give it back to you. We're gonna try to set you in your chair. Mom's gonna get you all clapped in. Clickety clack. Hands up. Yeah. go. There we go. Now we gotta turn you around. Let's see if we can get this thing open here. Yeah, I always yanks this thing off the whatever it is.
The track?
Yeah.
It should be off.
There you go. You want your controller now? Or now you're more interested in the other things? We'll put it there for you. Oh. Oh, well, you gone and knocked it off. Let's see. So there you go. Now you're more in frame. Now I just have a baby's head in my screen.
Mwah. I love you.
Mwah.
I love you too.
Love you.
Alright, if you need me to come get her or anything else,
We'll do.
let me know. I wasn't expecting you to actually keep her down here, to be honest.
Well, she likes being on Stroop, I think. Is that right? You like playing your video games? Yeah? Do you like playing video games? Bye. Alright, what were we doing before? Oh, yeah. We were looking around for the other quick leveling. Oh, I was talking about how it was kind of on a whim, and then I heard my wife kind of squeal a little bit, so I was like, what? Let's see here. Well, I think for a majority of them, those are the really easy and simple ones. Man, I hate when you feel like you're about to sneeze. Bless me, huh? You look so fascinated. But, yeah. Sorry about that, guys. We'll cut this live here, and we'll just, put her, hush. And we'll just kind of go on with some live play. I think I'm going to swap over to Tiny Tina's, less of a walkthrough, more of just gameplay, if anybody wants to join in on that. So we'll call it good with this video so far. And like I said, I think I'm going to wait to post the actual video until I get the Black Book. However, until that point in time, I think I'm just going to wait, and you can use this live as a current reference until I get the rest of them out. What do you say? Does that sound good? Yeah? Well, you want to play? Alright, well, you can play. And then we're going to swap over to Tiny Tina's, like I said, and just play some of that for a little bit. I got to enter in some shift codes and all that joy. Alright, you guys, we'll see you then.